Hello, whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. And to my American friends, today on the 4th of July, Happy Independence Day, or as they jokingly sometimes call it in the UK, Happy Traitors Day. But anyway, it's the perfect day to try something American, obviously. And what I have here is the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Now let me give you a brief introduction, because Woodford Reserve, well, the distillery is located in Versailles in Kentucky, obviously not in Paris, France, but in Kentucky, Versailles. And it is actually on the spot where it is believed by historians that Elijah Pepper began distilling all the way back in 1812. So this is where the sour mash was first used ever in history. Significant, don't you think? Now, the distillery was first called the Oscar Pepper Distillery, founded in 1838, and then it was renamed Labrot Graham Distillery, which is something you can still find on some of the older bottlings. But then it was sold in 1941 to Brown-Forman, who closed it in 1968 and sold it on in 1971. But in 1993, they bought it back and they relaunched this bourbon in 1996 under the name Woodford Reserve, and since 2000 it is a national historic landmark. It's a sight to behold, and if you ever get the chance to visit the Woodford Reserve Distillery, don't miss out. Right, now in the glass I have what is called the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Now, double oaked, what does that even mean? I mean, on the label it says Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in a second oak barrel. Now, you'd be forgiven to think that this is not special, but you'd be wrong, because that second barrel, obviously it has matured in a barrel, a regular bourbon barrel maturation, but then it got a finish in a second oak barrel. But that second oak barrel was prepared to some very specific specifications. In this case, it was heavily toasted and lightly charred, and that gives this double oaked something extra. This is bottled at 43.2% ABV. It's got this beautiful, almost mahogany color. This is very dark, and this is obviously from the second, the finish in that second oak barrel. 43.2%. The Woodford Reserve Double Oaked on the nose. Oh, that nose is very aromatic. I get vanilla pudding, some toffee, marzipan, freshly waxed leather as well. It's complemented by some caramel and blueberries, but also a strong earthy touch, in fact, and a bit of a spicy edge there as well. I get some rum raisins and some furniture polish, and those go hand in hand with snuff and some milk chocolate. And then there is this lost clove of tangerine in there somewhere. But all in all, this is quite lovely, quite aromatic, quite broad. In fact, there is a whole lot going on here. I like it on the palate. It's got a good body and a silky soft arrival on the taste buds. It's very sweet, of course, with some vanilla, some caramel, some purple candy in there as well, but also plums, dark cherries. This is then followed by some soft herbs in there, chewing tobacco. The milk chocolate, it evolves into darker chocolate, if I can say so, with a drop of honey on top. All in all, again, very layered, this is, as bourbons go, I hope you don't mind my saying so, but as bourbons go, this is actually a bit of a complex bourbon, and quite lovely indeed on the finish then. And it's in that finish that it suddenly shows a surprising amount of oak. Well, maybe not so surprising, but a lot of oak, which I did not have on the nose or on the taste. But in the finish, those, but they are very well balanced, in fact. There is this whole panoply of other flavors that lingers, like the fruit is there, the candy is there, the spices are there. So it is a lovely, balanced finish as well. So in my opinion, This is much more than the regular Woodford Reserve, which I already am quite fond of, but this double oaked is really up there with my favorite bourbons currently on the market. And there you have it. So it's very easy for me to recommend this one, especially on this beautiful day, the 4th of July, Independence Day. So that, my friends, is all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the bourbon be with you. Bye-bye.